Hello everybody, my name is Almond Chocolate and welcome to the Oak. Today I have the Calixos here with me, Danny and Alexis, and my wife Rocio holding the camera. Go ahead and shake the camera, let everybody know you're there. So I got the audience and some kids running around as well, so please bear with us as we do this informative speech. Alright, today is a special day, October 13th, 2018, which is the United States Navy's 243rd birthday. With that being said, my informative speech will be about United States Naval Aviation. I chose U.S. Naval Aviation because it is my profession, and I take pride in what I do, and even more so, take pride in my country. Okay?
Oh yeah.
When people hear or think of the United States Navy, they think it is comprised of only ships with maybe an aircraft or two flying around. In all actuality, the United States is America's largest air force by aircraft. Today, I will talk about the beginning history of U.S. Naval Aviation. So it should be fun, it should be a good time. The U.S. Navy is 243 years old today, which is pretty old. And that makes Naval Aviation the little brother at just 107 years old. Before I tell you when the birth of naval aviation is, I must first take you back 1 year prior with a civilian pilot named Eugene Ely. On November 14, 1910, he successfully took off from a cruiser, the Birmingham, while it was anchored in Hampton Roads, Virginia. The Birmingham had a temporary 84-foot long, 84 foot long, 24-foot wide wooden deck built on top of the bow of the cruiser. This is known as the very first aircraft launch from a battleship. Pretty neat, huh? Built it with wood. How crazy is that? The next big naval aviation event occurred on January 18th, 1911, when Eugene Ely landed on a platform built over the stern of the cruiser Pennsylvania in San Francisco Bay. The trap, which is what is used to catch the aircraft, at that time was made of sandbags and ropes to stop the aircraft. So they would tie these sandbags at the end of each rope, a bunch of ropes going down, and they'd come in and hopefully catch these ropes. Oh, yeah. So, the actual birthday of naval aviation is considered to be May 8th, 1911. So a lot of people think it's when Eugene Ely took off and landed on cruisers. It's not. It's actually when Captain Chambers, or Washington Chambers, made a purchase request for 2 aircraft. These 2 aircraft were Curtiss biplanes called the A-1 Triad. So those are the first 2 naval aviation airplanes. Historical records at the Naval Aviation Museum states, in the years leading up to World War I, pioneer aviators pushed the development of hydro airplanes and floating boats, turning them into effective tools for warfare and working to integrate naval aviation into the Navy's mission to protect and control the seas. So yeah, pretty big deal. So right away as they're building naval aviation, they already know they wanted to go to the controlling the seas and win wars. In order for naval aviation to add to the Navy's mission to protect and control the seas, naval aviation needed its own vessel to fight wars. And a vessel is a ship which can sustain itself across long distances or voyages, like, from Florida to the UK. That vessel needs to be able to make it there unassisted from anybody else. So that's the difference between like a vessel and a small boat. Yep. The Navy knew its new counterpart, naval aviation, needed a vessel, so they made one. They didn't have it made from the keel up at first. They modified a ship. There was no vessel at the time of need. So in 1920, the Navy worked to convert the USS Jupiter, which was a coal carrier, by adding a flat top to it, making it into an aircraft carrier. Yeah, wow. On April 21st, 1920 is when the project was complete and the USS Jupiter was renamed to the USS Langley, which is CV-1, the very first carrier vessel, CV carrier vessel. The United States Navy's first aircraft carrier. Yeah, pretty neat, huh?
Yeah.
Something different. By merging Navy ships and naval aviation, the United States developed the most powerful Navy the world has ever seen. World War II saw the absolute importance of the combined air and sea strikes. Naval aviation boosted the Navy's forward projection of power. The naval aviation is the best there is when it comes to ruling the skies, and I wish I had more hours to go through everything that makes it so great. Because, can't be having a lot of hours to be telling you guys about everything. So that concludes my informative speech. Thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.